We are joined by Mzukisi Mbane, the founder and fashion director of Imprint ZA, and cinematographer Tumelo Chere, who directed and shot his latest collection, inspired entirely by the nationwide lockdown. Gentlemen, welcome to The Loft.
Hello, police, how are you?
We are doing so good, gentlemen. I am loving the inspired look, keeping safe there during working and keeping creative. But Mzukisi, you are no stranger to Afternoon Express. We love you here. We love to say that you're part of the family. How has working side by side with Tumelo been, knowing that you guys have to keep safe? And, you know, the truth is you can't always wear the masks.
That's a reality that we had to keep in mind continuously as we're working. I think it goes with just being educated as to how the virus is spread and knowing that the precautions that always have to be in place as we are working together. It's challenging, but we make it work.
Yeah. Now, Mzukisi, the last time we spoke to you was at the Summit when things were on a high for you. But COVID-19 hit, things were turned upside down on their head, and you found yourself in a very sticky predicament just as you were about to launch a new collection. Please, may you take me through your journey and how you have been impacted by the pandemic.
For me, it hit me in a way that I didn't even expect, and it led me to such a hard, painful, depressive state because I had created this beautiful collection that was supposed to hit, and it was supposed to have this international appeal, and the brand was supposed to be elevated because of this investment that I made. And when I think on the day of the show, that's when we knew that we couldn't be in the space as we're supposed to, and my show was cancelled on the day. So it's been pretty hard for me, and also moving along from the show, convincing people that there's still a space for fashion in the COVID life. It's been very difficult and very challenging.
I can only imagine how one is able to bounce back by being hit so heavily, especially on the eve, if not on the day, of when you're supposed to be showcasing your incredible work. Tumelo, thank you as well for joining us. Now, how has Mzukisi's work inspired you to get involved and make a short fashion film out of it?
It's funny that you ask. We've been working together for quite some time. Even before the pandemic started, we had shot something else that was supposed to be something that was released prior to everything. But then things didn't happen accordingly. And then we got to work on this one, which was sort of like inspired by the whole capsule vessel of the COVID-19 inspiration. It's always a pleasure working with him, like bouncing ideas and sort of like feeding into his headspace in terms of like what he wants as a fashion designer, and trusting me with the videography and the cinematography side of things.
Yeah. Now, how did the both of you use your lockdown respective experiences and your innovativeness to put this collection and the short film together?
I think on my side, it was just looking around and seeing what can I use. Because if you go to the basic definition of fashion, fashion is always a representation of what life is at a particular time. So we looked around and we were sort of inspired because going back to the fact that the show was cancelled because people couldn't be together, we're like, okay, we can spin this around. We can create a digital fashion show where people don't have to attend the show. And it also showcases that fashion still has sort of like life in the COVID time. So it was really interesting and very fun experiment for me. Really.
And also like I would add on that to sort of like say COVID-19 has sort of like put us into an introspection of where we sort of like go back to who we really are and question the motives for doing what we do. Because one of the most lacking things at this point in time is motivation to carry on. You know, we had high-spirited, and 2020 was supposed to be a year where a lot of things are supposed to happen. But now we are in a situation whereby we are stuck during lockdown, and one of the only thing that we can come up with is innovative ideas in terms of like using this time to sort of like innovate ourselves as brands, as people basically, and sort of like work around it.
Yeah. Now, Mzukisi, you know that I am a huge fan of your work. I have rocked your garments one too many times on multiple occasions, whether it's at horse racing events or, you know, the Durban July and Kenilworth race course. You always got me looking good, and you always make me on the best dressed list. But now there is none of that. All of that has disappeared. And you are now finding yourself to be creative and find that inspiration from within. So what advice do you have, both of you, to other artistics and creatives out there who are currently stressed out, suffering, and are experiencing a creative block?
I think that the best advice I can give is to find your space within the life that you're living now. Because I feel like a lot of creatives are stuck and are not able to create because there's that thinking, what am I creating for? So if you look and you find, because the reality is, in as much as this is a different life, this is there's a lot of restrictions that are put in place. There's still a huge gap, and there's still a huge market for creators. So just find a space and create from there.
And also, like, the other thing that I would add on top of that is sort of like to find ways and means of working around what you have and letting that become your source of inspiration. And also spending a lot of time like doing activities in like jogging and just to refresh your mind, reading. That's also some sort of like entertainment that you can adhere to, and it also like brings a vibrant, new, fresh ideas.
Yeah,
and also
inspires creativity.
Exactly, you know.
I love the fact that you gentlemen believe in a holistic approach to creativity. It's not just about sitting down there and having to draw from nothing. You believe in going outside. You believe in exercising, reading, listening to other motivations within your lives and within your own experience. Thank you, gentlemen, for inspiring us yet again and allowing us to be innovative even during lockdown so we can enjoy this beautiful masterpiece that you've put together. Hopefully, I'll be rocking an Imprint ZA outfit soon, and also working with you side by side.
For the Durban July, you can still rock it, because that's the beauty of life right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that people can attend all the events that they couldn't.
Yes, virtually. I love that. Thank you for allowing me to live. Okay, gentlemen, on that note, let me let you go, and we shall connect on the social media streets. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for having us.
And there we have it, Mzukisi no Tumelo, showing us that even though we lock down, our creativity can still run free. Now head over to our social media platforms and check out this incredible fashion film and let us know your thoughts. Remember to use the hashtag Afternoon Express.